Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to this, check this out. This is in France. It's a beautiful view. A friend of mine let me come here and hang out. I'm gonna make some footage here, gonna play some golf out here. Some little place called Provence outside of Marseille. So really excited about that for you guys to be able to see it. And today, gonna have a topic that I think is going to pertain to everybody. And that is the difference between hand action and wrist action. And these are two totally different things that I want to get into. We're going to talk about how the hands move passively / aggressively, and then how hand action is ruining a lot of your golf swings. Okay, so before that, like and subscribe. Over 50% of you guys are watching my videos and not subscribing. And it makes a huge difference where I'm going to be able to bring out more content like what you see coming up very soon. So like, subscribe, and share. And go to RK Swing King. I still got the Zoom special on. I'm going to take that off soon, and I'll do a membership drive because I really love helping everybody. Okay, so God's blessed me this way, and I'm going to try to give back. All right, so let's get into it. Now, hand action is literally moving the hands with muscle movement this way, okay? And this is now wrist action. So you can see this would be like a flail, and this is what I want you guys to have in your golf swing, okay? And when you do this with manual motion here with hands, you'll see that it's gonna be much slower and the angles change. Now, whether you are, and this pertains to every movement pattern, okay? So I'm not going to put this in a playlist. This is going to be an actual every movement pattern, whether you're underarm throwing, whether you're a compound pivot / double pendulum, whether you're a conical pendulum, it doesn't matter. And for people that are new to the channel, I have a playlist where you can go and it says lead leg, trail leg, and middle. Which one are you? Those are support posts. One leg supports one over the other. I don't know which one you are. Could be a mixture, but we'll see. Okay, so as you progress, and we talked about the grip, and I've talked about the grip a lot, how the hands have to work correctly and they go over the shoulder. Now, as the golf club swings, like so, you'll see this really moves on its own, and this arm hardly even moving, and the wrist is freely moving and responding. Now that's wrist action, responding weight of the club. If I'm underhand throwing, you'll see that, would you throw a ball like with tension and hand action? See, this is hand action. And I think this is what people are getting wrong. And maybe as a teacher, we have to, and Emmanuel de la Torre said it best, it's like you got to mean what you say and say what you mean. So when I tell people to swing their hands back, they immediately, see, I said swing hands back, or throw a ball, they immediately go, all right, I'm going to move this right hand and I'm going to move it with muscle. See? And so that must be right. And that's not what I want. What I want is this gradual, see, there's no tension here when I do that. And that's what you would do when you throw a ball. Your hand is free to move like this. And so this gives you that whip that we want. So when I have a ball in my hand and I wind it up, I'm not pushing it back and manually moving it. Because what happens if I manually move this muscle, it only contracts this muscle and this one, and the body doesn't really respond. See, so if I do this with hand, did my body move? No. So now I have to go hand and make my body move. Now that, to me, that's what I keep seeing in all my clients. So I'm not saying it right. I always want you to feel the weight of the club swinging. I always want you to be aware of where that is. And usually the grip pressure has to be a little bit lighter to do that. Now, there is some controversy to this because there are people that swing so fast that they have to have some tension. Because if I literally relax my hands completely and just fling it back, I'd fling it into the vineyard over there, right? So you have to have some grip pressure to where you have the weight of the club. See, the faster that swung, but that's a sling back or a swing back, right? So there, some tension is my friend, right? So if you were just going to toss a ball, your wrist would be gentle, and if you toss it back faster, your wrist bone has to move freer, all right? So the wrist has to move freely like that, okay? And that's what then allows, and this, when I was doing this, I thought this was eye-opening. That's the only reason why I bring this up. So when the arm goes to the target, okay, And make no mistake, every golf swing, and I'm going to show this on all 3 different ones. I know there's 6, but just 3 different variations. Is the arm is still going to the target on every one of them, okay? And the hand has to be free. So if I was throwing a ball, that would be me pushing and tension in my hand. This would be me uncocking my hand with hand action. Can you see the force that that creates? I'm throwing my arm. Now you have to back that up and see, because my hand is now really flying, but my hand is going because of my arm, and it's this motion here. So I want to show you the, say, compound pivot first, okay? And I'm going to show you 2 different swings, one with hand and one with passive and wrist, okay? So, which are like flails, okay? So what, I'm going to roll, and I'm going to, from right here, you see a dead standstill, I'm going to now move my hands, and and I'm in balance somewhat, but, and I do this a lot, but my hand is what would be like that. Now, passive and letting it swing. Now, do you see the difference in the speed? That's my arm being so relaxed and swinging so fast that my hand is doing this. Now, when my hand does this, I already have lag. You guys can back all this up you want, but what every single person, let's do the underhand throw so you guys can see it. So if I go underhand throw here, and that is me having tension in my hand and either pulling or trying to throw down. My arm will straighten early, my hand will straighten early, your wrist will uncock early, okay? When I'm throwing, my arm is flying from right here, my hand is passive, and it is now spinning and going under. So here's that's you guys, okay? And then this is me. And you can see totally difference in this. This right here is, you have to let the weight, you still have to have the club head swing, and it has to be light enough. So, and a great way of practicing this is putting the golf club up in the middle, anybody, put the golf club in the middle of your body and let it just swing around you. And then try to turn your body first and see what the pace of that is. Try to put pressure on your hand and throw, and then try to relax everything up here and swing your arms as fast as you want to. Now, which one was faster and had better balance? Well, obviously the third. So whether you're lead leg, there's my arm to the target. Whether you're trail leg, there goes my arm to the target. Whether you're compound pivot, there goes my arm to the target. My arm is always going to the target, and my hand is always relaxed. So this should be, I hope, eye-opening for you guys. The difference between hand action, muscle, and wrist action this way, okay? Like, subscribe, share. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being part of this journey as we continue to grow together. RKSwingKing.com, Zoom specials and membership specials coming up.